All right, welcome back. This is part 2 on it, starting from where we left off last time. This is actually part of a diffuser for a 350Z. My buddy didn't want to put it on there. Ended up using the pig to cover up my exhaust so the water wouldn't get in the drain. Ended up blowing up the head gasket, so I took the original motor that I thought I blew up and started getting it ready to put back in. Put a 6-puck clutch in it. Ended up taking it out there to the dirt track and racing it and snapped the CV axle. I didn't get any videos of the racing. Big hammer.
Real hammer.
Which one? Gone. So this video was taken by my buddy Carlos. This is actually us out there racing on the track. That steering wheel is off of his 350Z.
That might be a oh shit moment.
It is a Jeep. Bro, deadass, I want to go last.
I would too.
Hunter, what broke last week? What happened to this thing? Half shaft went out of it or something? Is that what it was? Oh man, I guess you're right. You didn't have the left front tire hanging off it or what?
Right.
Right front? You got it fixed?
Yep.
You got to weld it up sturdy so it won't break again?
No.
Oh, okay. It's going to break it again.
Yep.
All right. He's got a load on the rear tire. Here comes the focus. Focus, you see my load.
Oh, dude, I raced them in the parking lot.
You got it, buddy.
Levi Lowe in the green focus.
Who we racing?
One lap gets you done. Aaron Craig with the green flag here. We got passengers in both. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to go out here and race, you got to bring fire. Are y'all ready? Ready to go? This track is your shoes on that. All right, here we go, folks. First race.
I ended up misshifting like a pansy a lot. Still won this race though.
I want Mason next. Mason!
Somebody said this Camaro was all-wheel drive. Either way, it was pretty quick. Still whooped me. Ended up redoing the exhaust, putting the fenders and bumper back on it. Eventually got the hood on it too. So I snapped the CV axle trying to race somebody. I was originally going to weld another bracket for the power steering on it and use it, but the block ended up being cracked. So I went out to LKQ, picked up another motor. I didn't get the warranty because I was broke. I should have, because that motor was toast.
These tires
So
do
I
make
took the
great
motor, I
seats.
blew the head gasket in, all the internals out of it, and I put it into there. And ended up snapping the timing chain. I ended up putting the harmonic balancer on it wrong and snapping the oil pump.
Refresh RAM.
So we ended up pulling off the head studding it, poured it out the head, put Brian Crowder valve springs in it, 410 injectors off an RDX. I also have an RDX map sensor in it. So I couldn't find any head studs for it, so Inline Pro makes a set, but they're technically for a K24A2. They fit the same. I ended up toasting a turbo because I left the restrictor in it, and it's a journal bearing turbo. So drilled it out, put another turbo on it, had to rework the exhaust a little bit. We got her. Don't judge the welds. I got a $100 welder from Harbor Freight. Flux core. It works. They stay. Ended up putting a Walbro 450 fuel pump in it so I could run E85. She going in?
Yep.
She in?
She in.
She in?
She in. About that.
Let me go to the plate first.
Not crusty in there.
Other way.
Smell.
She in? Well, don't force it.
She ain't
Let me see. Did a pull. She starts getting a little sketchy with the wides. Ended up upping the boost on it, and shortly after, a rod said bye-bye. Stock versus my forged internals. Forged is awfully meaty compared to stock. Ended up sanding down some casting marge and cutting off brackets I felt like weren't needed while the machine shop had the block, just because I was bored and I felt like I wanted to. I did a little bit of a different port job than what I did before. Finally got the block back from the machine shop. This is for the oil cooler. I had to modify that too. Ended up having to notch the block for the rods. Got it all together. Stayed up all night trying to get the motor in the car. Put a J35 throttle body on it. Ended up running all the lines and everything for the oil cooling system. So the bumper hadn't been on it since I had originally painted the car. So I finally got it painted, got it on the car, painted the front bumper and one fender, so it still has one primered fender. I had snapped the lower mount and it broke the radiator, so I built one out of steel and some Heim joints. Got an aluminum radiator for it. The holes that I drilled in that bumper are for the oil cooler. Got LEDs, the red ones for the dash. Put a boost gauge and an AEM air fuel ratio gauge. Then I finally got the Type R where we're at. I'm fighting fuel issues, so there will be a video coming out here soon on how I built the fuel system. Thanks for watching.